All right. This is my second attempt at recording my new. I just got Trophi.AI. So iRacing just started a Red Bull Ring this week for the Porsche Cup and also for DTM. So I'm I'm not too familiar with familiar with Red Bull Ring, but I haven't raced here since Gran Turismo 7, and this is iRacing. So let's get started. Haha, you would have thought I stalled in the beginning. It's gonna start talking.
Brake later into this right hairpin and trail brake more smoothly.
Yeah, that was completely wrong.
Right hairpin, brake 10 meters later and turn in 10 meters earlier. Left corner, smooth trail brake and be gentler on throttle. Left opening, brake a touch later and ease off pressure more smoothly.
Ah. Hi-yo!
Right hairpin,
About to
brake
go to the
20
moon.
meters later and trail brake more gradually.
Holy shit.
Alrighty,
Okay.
now get your rhythm, my man.
That was just a
Right
warm-up.
hairpin,
Let's do this.
brake a touch longer and get on throttle earlier.
I like when he tells you
On
to do
that
a good
last
job.
right hairpin, your braking was good and throttle was still a bit abrupt. On that right hairpin back there, good job overall. Just a bit late on turn in. Left corner, smooth the trail braking and get on throttle 15 meters earlier.
Okay. If I stay in fourth gear, it kind of limits you from overshooting that braking zone.
On that last left corner, your braking was solid, but throttle came in a bit abrupt.
Nice. It even tells you that. What I just said. That's crazy.
Right tightening, get on throttle 35 meters earlier. Right hairpin, open the throttle more smoothly and slightly earlier.
73.874.
Way better. A little too crazy, but much faster.
Right hairpin, brake later and turn in earlier.
Yeehaw, baby. That felt
Right
good,
hairpin,
Nigel.
brake 15 meters later and turn in 5 meters earlier.
Yes, sir. Holy shit. Right before the
Left
100.
corner, brake more decisively and delay throttle 20 meters.
It's gotta be smoother.
Right hairpin, brake 15 meters later, and turn in 15 meters later.
You're getting the hang of it though.
Right hairpin, brake
Dude,
a touch
this
harder,
is
and feed
awesome.
throttle and
Trophi.AI.
smooth.
Trophi.AI is so worth it. Now I'm feeling comfy again. That's the third lap of the stint
Right
so
hairpin,
far.
brake 5 meters later, and turn in 5 meters earlier.
Okay, 5 meters later, so go even deeper. Right here, right before the 100. Could have went a little bit quicker than that, but we did it.
Right hairpin, brake a touch later, and turn in earlier.
Touch later.
Left corner, turn in earlier, and ease the brake more smoothly. Left opening, brake a little softer, and hold trail brake longer.
These things just don't
Right
take
hairpin,
curves
brake
like the
harder, and
Mustang.
feed throttle in more smoothly.
181.
Okay, nice at the 100 board. Let's go. Can we
Right
break the
hairpin,
31s?
brake 5 meters later, and turn in 5 meters earlier.
Much smoother with the throttle. That felt good. Dude, it helps you get familiar with the track so fast.
Left
I
hairpin,
love when that green
turn in
just
earlier,
goes crazy.
and brake release smoother. Left opening, brake a touch later, and trail off more smoothly. On that last left hairpin, your turn in and brake release were much better.
Nice.
Right tightening corner, turn in 20 meters earlier and ease brake pressure. Right hairpin, get on throttle 35 meters earlier.
31.723.
Let's go.
Brake 10 meters later and turn in 5 meters earlier for this right hairpin.
Dude, this is awesome, man.
Right hairpin, turn in 10 meters earlier and release trail brake more gradually. Left hairpin, turn in 30 meters
I didn't go
earlier
that fast.
and
You
release
did.
the brake more gradually. Right hairpin, brake 20 meters later and turn in 10 meters later. Right
Another
hairpin,
damn 31.
brake 5 meters later and get on throttle 10 meters earlier.
31.798.
Right hairpin, brake 10 meters later and turn in 5 meters earlier. Right hairpin, turn in earlier and trail brake more decisively. Left hairpin,
Fuck yeah.
turn in earlier and release the brake more gradually.
2 more tenths. No! Damn it! Alright, do it again.
Right corner, brake 5 meters later and trail brake more decisively.
It was better to miss that apex.
Right hairpin next, brake 5 meters later and turn in 5 meters earlier.
32.719.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Right hairpin, brake 10 meters earlier and turn in 10 meters earlier. Right hairpin, turn in 10 meters earlier and release trail brake more gradually. Left hairpin, brake 10 meters earlier and turn in smoothly. Left opening, brake 5 meters earlier and ease off brake pressure.
Okay. I think I can get this. I just want that minute 30, bro.
Right corner, brake 10 meters earlier and ease throttle sooner.
Stupid. Absolutely.
Right hairpin, brake a little harder and turn in slightly earlier.
31.963.
Come on.
Right hairpin, brake 10 meters later and trail off more smoothly.
There you go.
On that last right hairpin, your braking was still a touch too abrupt.
Did slam the brake. Alright, I gotta be a little bit more raw, general. Alright, well, as you can see, it's the
Right hairpin,
8th lap, and I
brake
feel
10 meters
amazing.
later,
Doing
and
minute
ease off peak
31s, no
pressure.
problem. Shooting for minute 30. Top slid is pretty much doing the same time. Maybe high 29s. So, a little bit more of this. Probably going to be a lot more of this. I'm going to try and get to the same thing and do it
Right hairpin, trail brake smoother and delay throttle slightly.
Kind of how I finished practicing for car track combination. I start practice, warm up 10 laps, look over telemetry,
Right hairpin,
do
brake
the 10
smoother
laps,
and turn
look
in
it
5
over.
meters earlier.
Then put 50% fuel in the tank, and then run an entire stint with it all the way to empty. Should familiarize you with whatever combo you're running. And And then I do stuff like this.
Left corner, brake harder, and turn in 40 meters earlier. Left opening, smooth the trail brake and use less brake pressure. Right hairpin next, brake later, and trail brake more smoothly.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Right hairpin, turn in slightly earlier and carry a touch more
3,
speed.
3, 2. So real good pace you're running there, bud.
Alright, can we get this minute freaking 30?
Right hairpin, smooth the braking and trail it in a touch deeper. Right hairpin, turn in 10 meters earlier and release the brake smoothly. Left tightening corner, turn in earlier and brake softer. Brake a touch later into this right hairpin, then ease off the brake smoother.
Damn it! Okay.
Right
Okay,
corner,
okay, okay.
brake 10 meters later, and get on throttle 10 meters earlier.
Well, that was awesome. That was fucking sick, dude. Trophi.AI, definitely worth the money. Where's my vape? Loved it, loved it, loved it.